to invite respected Brij Mohan Bhai Sahab and respected Asha Didi on stage.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Sister Shivani, for sharing with us the cycle of energy and helping us visualize the positive work environment that we can create. And now I would like to welcome amongst us respected brother Brij Mohan. I would like to share that he is the Additional Secretary General of the organization, and he is after doing his law graduation and being a certified chartered accountant of the 1956 batch, he also served as the Deputy Finance Manager. He's also the chief editor of our monthly magazine, Purity. And he's also the chief spokesperson of the organization. And what inspires me about him always is that he has a very high level of wisdom mixed with a lot of lightness. So he shares deep secrets with a lot of ease and lightness so that it is easy for us to imbibe that. And also along with respected brother Brij Mohan, I would like to welcome our director of this retreat center, Asha Didi. She is with the organization since the tender age of 8 years. And she's completed her studies, her post-graduation in sociology. She's a gold medalist of her university. She also served as a lecturer in Mount Carmel, and then later she dedicated her life to the organization. And she has been serving Delhi for more than 4 decades, so dedicatedly. And she's been one of the key persons to design many courses that we offer to different corporate sector. She's also pioneer in organizing and designing the training of all the surrendered sisters of Brahma Kumaris. She's also the associate editor of the Purity magazine, besides being the director of this retreat center. Welcome, both of you.
Om Shanti. So from morning, you have been listening to very nice things. What is the feeling? Great. Happy. Yes, I can understand. This is the need of the hour, and this is a need of every single soul. While I was sitting here, I was deeply appreciating how the founder of this organization, he had set certain principles right from the beginning, which are now being seen in the world, in practical, that people feel that these things should be there. To keep to brevity, I would just say to you 3 or 4 things. One, he always said to us, children, we have to change first. When we change, then we have the authority and the right to tell others to change. If I don't do something and I tell you to do, it will have no effect at all. So this was stressed right from day one. And number 2, what I found in him, there were 350 people living together, coming from different backgrounds. But he accepted everyone. He never rejected anyone. Why? He was able to discern the special quality in each soul, and then he made use of it. This gave the person self respect, and this gave the person an opportunity, a chance to live life with dignity. There are several examples. And third thing, which is said to us, that children always have the pointing finger towards yourself. As Sister Shivani was saying, no one can influence us unless we decide to be influenced. No one can do that. If I have one finger towards the others, the rest are towards me, isn't it? So, always look at yourself. If any relationship has gone wrong, okay, fine. 80% of the negativity is from the other side, but at least 20% is from my side. And I have a full hold over my own weakness, my own negativity. I have no hold over the others. And one beautiful thing that we have learned, we can never change others. You can inspire others to change, but you can't change others. All that you can do is change yourself, transform yourself, and be an example, an inspiration for others. Others will automatically follow. And one beautiful, very beautiful thing that he said to us way back in 1937, he said, "Children, leaders create leaders. They do not create followers. If a leader creates a leader has an opportunity to move forward. Otherwise, he'll remain as he or she is, wherever she is, she has to remain there and keep managing the people. That's not the job of the leader. A leader creates leaders so that there are others to take care and you move forward. They're beautiful things. And then happiness lies in giving. Giving. If I want happiness, I have to give happiness. I was in Madurai a few days back, and the topic that they had kept for me was password of happiness. Password of happiness. I thought what that could be. Looked into the teachings that we have received and our own experience and found it is always giving. When you give, you receive happiness. Of course, there are many more things, but giving is the basic thing. So, dear brothers and sisters, you are here. How many of you came here for the first time? Oh, so very, very warm welcome to all of you. Huh? Yes. Where were you? Where were you? And now you have to keep coming, है ना? एक जैसे नाता सा जुट जाता है और अच्छी चीज़ से नाता जोड़ना तो अच्छा ही होता है. हमारी मीठी शिवानी बहन ने कितनी अच्छी बातें आपको बताई हैं. So beautiful things which need to be, I will not say needs to be implemented, but we have got to be the embodiment of that. This is what we want. We want love, we want peace, we want happiness, we want wisdom. All these things. So we have to be the embodiment of it. So you are here in the retreat center, which we call, it is an oasis of peace. oasis of peace. So whenever you feel like coming, you're always welcome. And come with your families. Next time we should have a program with families. And there's a very beautiful art gallery. While you are here, kindly don't miss it. Have an opportunity to look at the art gallery. Beautiful one. Very beautiful experience in the pyramid. If you sit there, Dr. Abdul Kalam was sitting there for a long time. He came to inaugurate this, and then he said, I would like to sit in the pyramid. And very nice experiences are there. Anyway, I will not take much of your time now. And thank you to every one of you, and especially the team who was organizing it. Our brother Ken, who came all the way from Brazil to meet all of you. Janardhan Bhai from US, and the whole team. Kiran Bhai, where are you? Come here. Huh? Come here. Kiran Bhai coming all the way from America to be a part of this program. We give him a big applause. Huh? Thank you. Okay. तो क्या कहूँ अभी? हाँ? क्या कहूँ? पुनः आइए. हमारे यहाँ कहा जाता है पुनः आइए. गुजराती में कहते हैं ना आओ जो. किसी भी भाषा में ये नहीं कहते हैं जाइए. कर्नाटक में भी कहते हैं जाके आते हैं. तो ऐसे किसी भी उसमें कहते हैं हम जाके आते हैं. तो मैं भी आपको यही कहूँगी कि come soon. Come back soon. Okay. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. We had the benefit of international faculty of the Brahma Kumaris. Perchance, but to have international flavor is also something very special. Now we are just concluding this assembly. So what I should say? So I would like to just say a few thoughts which have come to me right now. Number one is that all we seek out of all that we do is nothing and nothing but spiritual experience. We seek love, which is a spiritual experience. We seek peace, which also is non-physical, non-material, spiritual experience. Happiness, joy, comfort, name anything that we really seek in life, and you will find it is spiritual. Nothing material or physical can go inside of us. Us means the being. Why so? Because the experiencer itself is a spirit called soul. So if we keep that in mind, you will find that the thought of living life and using life becomes so easy, because all those things are already innate within us, and you can generate also even without any movement of any limb. Supposing the body has become paralyzed, as is totally failing, But if we have got the experience and practice of living like a soul, using the body as a resource, then you can generate what you want, when you want, at will. So it means willpower. And the willpower is in the mind. Today we all have wish power. Wish power is no power. If wishes were horses, as we know, beggars would ride. So we wish each other Happy New Year, happy journey, happy married life and everything. But there is a lot of difference between wishing and willing. So how to convert wishes into will? You know, people write their will while they are alive. And will means firm belief that this will happen. I will do this. When someone invites us to a function and we don't want to come, really go, so we say, I will try, yes, I will do my best to be available and that. But when it is from the heart, you say, yes, I will come. So therefore, you will find everything is in the mind. Mind controls all our resources. It is not a matter of how much resource we have got, how much time is available to us, and in what situation we are placed, but actually how it is controlled and managed. And that is done by the mind. Mind willing, anything can be done. Now, which way the mind goes? So, normally, our mind will go naturally for things, people, aims, and objectives that we think we like and which are beneficial and good for us. Under compulsion, of course, mind can be directed towards something which is essential. I am sitting here, I suddenly get strong pain. Although I may be wishing to stay here, but under compulsion, my mind has to take me out, but that is under compulsion. It will revert as soon as possible to my normal behavior. What is the norm we have set for ourselves is colored by so many things. If I am status conscious, if I am money conscious, or whatever, so most of my resources will be used for that purpose. And in the end, I may find it was all futile because I use most of my time, money, and resources to attain that. And when I reach there, I find it was nothing. In my school days, there used to be a poem called The Naughty Boy. So it ran like this. There was a naughty boy, and a naughty boy was he. From England, he ran away to Scotland, the people there to see. And there he found that the ground was as hard, that a yard was as long, that a song was as merry and that a cherry was as red as in England. So he wondered and wondered on his shoes. So I mean to say, we take a long journey to again come back to zero. So therefore, such like programs tell us to pause and rethink what we are really seeking and how much effort is needed to attain that. Maybe no effort is required, and that makes life really pleasurable, joyful, and we can be performing all our other jobs naturally. Basically, how we set ourselves for a task, with what power, with what energy, with what authority, in what mood, that makes it easy or difficult. So therefore, the principles that we learn in the Brahma Kumaris is, we have put IQ before SQ. We know we have EQ, IQ, and SQ. Mostly we are using the IQ, our intelligent quotient. And we relied so much on our intellect that we feel we know everything right and wrong, and we can decide independently. We do not require any external interference or guidance to help us. Taking it at its word, if that were so, if we had really such like intellect, then should there be any suffering? Should there be any sorrow? Should there be any discomfort? No. It means like a person with a cataract in the eye, unless it is discovered, he thinks and his eyesight is okay because he can change his posture and he feels he is seeing the right thing. He doesn't know the black areas. So therefore, we have to see what is the best form of intellect from which we have developed this cataract, and to get back to that. That is my number one suggestion to you, to think, which means to say all of us have enough scope. The sky is the limit to far betterment. Number two, we do make lot of effort to acquire good things for our life and our people. But in the process, if there is adulteration or admixture or some virus taking place in whatever we have acquired, then the impurity caused by that does not give the desired result. Suppose we have got a diamond ring and it falls into a heap of rubbish. Now, neither we can give up the ring, nor we would like to shuffle the rubbish to find it out. So, again, coming back to the mind, everything, all our treasures and liabilities, good qualities and other things are stored where? You may be having lot of assets all over the country. You may be having lot of bank balances, relationships, whatever. Good, sweet, bitter. Where it is stored? When I move along, where do I carry those things? Supposing I go to a supermarket, how do I evaluate my purchasing power? It is in the mind. Now again, if in the mind you mix up good and bad, hot and cold, sweet and bitter, friends and enemies, firstly there will be confusion. Confusion is like a fuse. If the fuse is off, light is gone. Confusion means we can't decide correctly about things when it is required. Later on, of course, wisdom comes later, always. So therefore, how to protect ourselves from external impurities or diversions? So in the Brahma Kumaris, we have a formula. That's also again a non-material, non-physical, spiritual formula. Sister was saying giving, yes. Who can give? If it is give and get, then it is a two-way bargain. But true giving can only be done by the one who doesn't need to get. The mighty sun is giving heat and light. Does it require heat and light? No. It is complete, so it is giving. The ocean is the reservoir of water. All the water that evaporates and comes through snow and slow release and whatever, but ocean does not require water. It gets water back by cyclic process. Why so? Because it lies low. The water flows from higher to lower levels. So if a human being has ego and he feels I am higher and superior, actually he will be only giving and have a wrong complex that I am superior, he is not able to get. But still, anything that gives, creates it for others. The fruit grown on the trees is not eaten by the tree. It is to give. The water running in the streams or rivers is not drunk by the rivers. It is a common saying in Bharat. Nadi apna jal nahi piti, ped apna phal nahi khate. Still, these are material things. But the subtlest form is what we can give to the whole world, to the universe, sitting here as a petty little soul in the whole of the universe. Again, we come back to the mind. At least we can be well-wisher, because mind has great power. The mind has created nuclear weapons. The mind created scriptures. The mind created good things, and the mind can also destroy, it can create. So therefore, if we want to do real service to ourselves and to the society, it has got two-way effect. First, it defends us from negativity. And secondly, it enables us to create positivity. Sitting here, and it is such an intervenous thing that nobody can deny that. Supposing someone is not in good terms with another and takes a bouquet with all the good intentions, and that person throws the bouquet in the dustbin, it is possible. But good wishes have no locks, no barriers, they will enter the mind. So, finally, the slogan is anybody can follow that. Normally, we do in a limited sense, for a limited purpose. Somebody is sick, we send him a bouquet and say, get well soon. Good thing, but only to those with whom we have some relationship. But if we have simple slogan, which will keep our mind always blissful, happy, that is, be a well-wisher of all. Be a well-wisher of all, but this magic formula works only if there is no exception. If I say I am a well-wisher of all, accepting my mother-in-law or accepting my colleague, then it won't work. Because people have a confusion that love and hatred can live together. I love the whole world but hate my colleague. It won't work. So the entire love will be actually converted into hate only. So therefore, there are absolutes in this. If I am hateful, even to 0.1%, I will be categorized not as a loving person, but in the category of, there are of course degrees in hatred also, and in love also. But therefore, simple thing we can do is, from our mind, we can always create good thoughts for all. Ja tera bhi bhala ho, tera bhi bhala ho, tera bhi bhala ho. Om Shanti.
So from morning, we got to listen to Gyan, and then we get blessings from those who have lived that life. Not just their life as a practical embodiment of Gyan, but like Didi said, leaders create leaders. So leaders create leaders. So we had practical example of those leaders who are creating leaders. So Brahma Kumaris spread in over 140 countries with over 9,000 centers, with over 25,000 surrendered sisters. So it's a huge human resource. But then they are all leaders who were created by leaders. So while being in their presence, we're not just listening to what they are sharing, but we're also getting their vibration, which has empowered and creating leaders. So this is how we empower, not by just by what we are saying, but just by radiating who we are based on how we are living our life, not just on what we are saying. So we'll take a minute of silence just to recap within ourselves, what is it that I am going to implement? And then we will come forward in silence. We will spend the next 15 minutes in silence while each one of us comes forward. We will take a very beautiful book, which will be a treasure store of Gyan with us from Asha Didi, and a box of prasad for the family. And there is a tray of blessing cards. So each one of us will pick up our blessing. Each blessing is different. Each blessing is different. So like out in the world, we read our horoscope in the morning to see what is going to happen to me. We pick up the blessing card to see how I am going to be. तो परमात्मा को याद करके वो blessing card उठाएंगे, and you will find that that blessing card will be absolutely apt just for you. And when you read it, the first thought that's going to come to your mind is going to be, this is perfect for me. That's 100% guarantee. Each one is going to feel that this is perfect for me. तो जब वो उठाने लगे, तो just connect to him and say, give me what you feel is needed for me. So we'll come one at a time in silence, take the gift, take the prasad, pick up the blessing card, and then we go Brahma Bhojan. Bhojan which has been prepared in the meditative state of mind, high energy food, sattvic food. And then we can spend some time in just having a look at the entire campus, look at all the facilities so that we can plan our next retreat. And like Didi said, next time for us, we will come with family. Yes, do you think we should organize a family retreat? And I personally feel let's not keep it a half-day retreat. Let's keep it a weekend. Because the whole idea of being here, then getting up early morning, having a collective meditation early morning, so that one weekend is enough to take our vibration higher up there and then take it and radiate it to everybody else. Gift lai hai wo wala? So just 1 minute of silence while sisters get our gifts for us. We thank Kenbai and we request him to be with us on all our retreats. Yes?
And a special
On this weekend, that is on the 3rd and 4th of March, we have a very beautiful event lined up at the Siri Fort Auditorium. It's on 3rd evening, 4th morning, and 4th evening. It's a program where we have brothers and sisters from all over the world sharing their experiences and a lot of beautiful cultural programs and Gyan from a very different perspective of how Gyan has benefited their life all over the world. We thank Brother Kiran Mai for being with us today and for sharing his experience. It was a very, very honest experience and it came right from the heart. So this is true leadership, where you don't have to prepare anything, you just share your experience and you empower others just by being who you are. So thank you so much. We request you to come forward and take your gift from Asha Didi. Would you like to say something, Karan Bhai? And we look forward to having you here with us tomorrow.
And we also have 2 whiteboards on the way, which is the wall of experience. So how you felt today, you can just mention in a word or 2 with your signature, so that we all can cherish these moments later on. Thank you. So don't miss out to write your experiences on the wall of experience.